So here's our solution for problem number 5 in assessment. Find the standard equation of the ellipse whose major and minor axes are the transverse and conjugate axes, not necessarily in that order, of the hyperbola 4x squared minus 9y squared minus 16x minus 54y equals 29. So we have the given equation of the hyperbola 4x squared minus 9y squared minus 16x minus 54y equals 29. What we have to do now is rewrite it into its standard form. So we have 4x squared minus 16x minus 9y squared minus 54y equals 29. What we did is we grouped x's and y's. So the next step will be complete the square. So we factor out 4 from 4x squared, that is 4x squared divided by 4, we have x squared, minus 16x divided by 4, that is 4x, plus completing the square. So to complete the square, we have to divide the coefficient of the middle term, negative 4, by 2, that is negative 2, and then times itself. Negative 2 times negative 2 is 4. Minus, we have to factor out 9, so 9y squared becomes 9 times the quantity of y squared, plus y plus, because we have here minus 54 or negative 54y divided by negative 9. They are like signs. Negative divided by negative is positive. So plus 6y plus blank, that is from the coefficient of the middle term 6. 6 divided by 2 is 3. And then we have 3 times 3, that is 9. So equals 29. We copy the constant term plus what we added here is actually 4 times 4. So plus 4 times 4 minus, we have 9 times 9. So minus 9 times 9. Alright, next we'll simplify the right side of the equation. 29 plus 4 times 4 is 16 minus 9 times 9 is 81 equals 29 plus 16 minus 81 is negative 36. So on the other side of the equation, what we did is we factored this as square of binomials. Square root of x squared x, copy the sign of the middle term, minus square root of 4 is 2. So we have 4 times the quantity of x minus 2 squared minus 9. Factor this as square of binomials. We have, or binomial, we have square root of y squared y plus, copy the sign of the middle term, square root of 9 is 3. So the minus 9 times the quantity of y plus 3 squared equals negative 36. Then this side should be equal to equal to 1. So divide both sides by negative 36. We have negative 36 divided by negative 36 is 1, positive. Negative divided by negative is positive. The other side, 4 times quantity of x minus 2 squared all over 36, negative 36. So positive divided by negative is negative. Okay, get the lowest term. The greatest common factor for 4 and 36 is 4. Divide by 4, we have 1. No need to write 1. 36 divided by 4 is 9. And then this one, negative divided by negative is positive. So we have to divide this by the GCF, which is 9. Divide by 9, we have 1. 36. Negative 36 divided by 9 is negative 4. Again, negative divided by negative, positive. So the quantity of y plus 3 squared all over 4 equals 1. Now this is the standard equation of our hyperbola, the given hyperbola. So we write first the positive, the quantity of y plus 3 squared all over 4 minus this one, the quantity of x minus 2 squared all over 9 equals 1. Now, we know that in a hyperbola, the first denominator is always a squared. So a squared equals 4, square root of a squared is a, square root of 4 is 2. Then the second denominator will be b squared. B squared equals 9, the square root of b squared is b, square root of 9 is 3, b equals 3. And then for the value of c, although we don't need it in this case, so we have c is equal to the square root of a squared plus b squared. We have c equals the square root of 4 plus 9, c equals square root of 13. Again, we don't need c. So focus on a and b. We are looking for the equation of the ellipse. On the ellipse, the major axis is always greater than the minor axis. So we'll just choose between the two. Which is greater, 2 or 3? That is 3. Therefore, for the ellipse, 3 is the value of A that will represent the major axis. And then 2 is the value of B, which will represent the minor axis. So we'll just substitute. We have the same center as the given hyperbola, 2, -3. So we have the quantity of x minus 2 squared, opposite sign because this is x minus h, all over. We have A is equal to 3 because this is the bigger value. So 3 times 3 is 9. Plus the quantity of y plus 3, opposite sign. Y minus k. So y minus -3 is y plus 3. The quantity of y plus 3 squared all over 4. Where did we get 4? That's the smaller value. We have 2. 2 times 2 is 4 equals 1. This is the final answer.